Hey, it's Clay Trade, and this will be a video chart on INCL, In Control Securities Incorporated. And I want to get this updated. Got a few requests, and it's also looking like maybe this thing is done finally pulling back here for a few different reasons. First being, if you look here, we had quite a big volume day here, and that was Monday. If you look up here and correspond that with the candle, you can see that got pretty wild. I'm assuming that these weren't any bad prints. I didn't actually watch the trading, so maybe perhaps this was a bad print. But either way, the point being there's a lot of volume, so possible capitulation here, meaning maybe the people, person, whatever dynamic is driving this down, maybe this was the day where they finally said, you know what, I'm just going to get rid of everything, and they finally just sold out everything, and that's why the volume went up. Is that the case? I don't know. Is that a possibility? Yes, it is. That's one thing to look for during down pulls or down pullbacks, excuse me, like this. You just need to look for kind of a big capitulation type day where the people finally just get out. It could keep going down. By no means does this guarantee that this is going to bounce, but this was kind of reason number one in terms of why this may be getting ready to turn around. The second is look where all this is occurring. Right around the always important 50-day simple moving average, which is this purple line here. If you follow charting, or if you've ever read about it, I'm sure you've read about the 50-day and 200-day. These are two of the more important moving averages in terms of lots of people use them. So there is that self-fulfilling prophecy dynamic that surrounds them. Lots of times, they'll act as support just because they're supposed to act as support. So therefore, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And as you can see right here is a good example. Pulled back, didn't quite hit it, but got close enough, and then pulled back, and now we got a doji candle today. If you follow charting, you know dojis are a signal of possible bottoms. They do require confirmation, but I'd much rather see a doji than a day like this. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Volume was also above average in a sense, and if you use it to compare these previous days over here, so volume has stayed strong, but not like it was over here. So what do we want to see happen now for confirmation and so forth on whether or not this is really going to be the bottom? Well, obviously, we just want to see price go up, but the key thing right now is we just want to see some stabilization. We don't really need it to head back up from a charting perspective. We just need some price stabilization, and right now it's at this key area where you would like to see it hold strong. Yes, like I said, we're at the 50-day, but we're also at this previous high here where the price had moved up, then it pulled back, and this was a previous kind of big resistance level that, as you can see, when it was broken, the price really took off. This level is at 0.001, so we don't want to see any closes below 0.001. If that's the case, then more than likely that this down move is going to continue and just slowly keep going down. But if we can start to see some sideways action here where the price just bounces back and forth, that would be a good sign, because all bounces, all reversals, whatever you want to call them, there's a process that they go through. First the price has to stabilize, then it can bounce, then it reverses, and then it will break out. So right now we're just searching for that stabilization phase. Sure, it would be nice if it came down here and bounced and reversed right away, but usually you need some sideways days, some days where the price can stabilize. So with this big volume day yesterday, the doji, where it's occurring in terms of the support level, the stars are kind of aligning, so to speak, in terms of seeing that this may possibly be a bottom. Now, what kind of confirmation signals would we need? Because as I mentioned, dojis do require confirmation. Well, in my mind, and the way I look at it, a very strong confirmation that this thing is showing some true strength would be a close above this line. If you look at the previous history, we had a low there, a low bounced off, it had a close, a bunch of closes and lows. Basically, there's a bunch of price congestion right in this area, meaning that at this point in time it was a huge support level. Well, now we've fallen below it, so therefore it's become a big resistance level. So with that, this becomes an area where I would like to see the price get above it, because that would demonstrate some true strength to me in terms of, okay, yeah, it does look like this moves over, and it's showing some, it's flexing its muscles in a sense, showing that it's going to try to make a move towards the upside. So that is why, I think you should keep a close eye on 0.0015, because that is going to be a key level. And if you can get a close above there, then this momentum could really start to build and things could start to swing upwards to the upside. But until then, I wouldn't be talking about reversal or bounces or anything like that. If anything, people should just be talking about stabilization right now and seeing if this price can hold up, and if anything, just start to go sideways here. But if you can get close above here, then resistance levels really start to open up. You really don't have any until kind of these areas up here. So as you can see, that'd be a pretty big gap in resistance level. So could be some profit there. But as always, one step at a time. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and start talking about things that haven't happened yet. So this is where we stand. This is a support level you want to see hold for sure. This is a resistance level where if you can get some closes above that, that would show that there is some true bullishness behind any sort of upwards move, and that would be a good start to hopefully a bigger bounce upwards. If you do have any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message and I'll do my best to help you out. I'd also encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the emailer, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting very good reviews, and with the subscription you'll get trade ideas, educational pieces, chart setups, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety for everybody. No strings attached. It's all free. We've been making our members some good money with our ideas, so it's worth at least checking out. One more time, this is INCL. Thanks for listening.